What is up, guys? Arm here today, and today I have for you a video where we're going to be looking at a way to make some extra gold in Blade and Soul. So this isn't a gold farming method or a gold making crazy method, but you can make some extra gold off of running this method in conjunction with your typical things that you do. So if you watched my last video, you noticed that you need a lot of Sacred Orbs to make these Experience Charms. So these Experience Charms have created a demand for Sacred Orbs. So if you go ahead and look at the marketplace, just hit F5 and pull up Sacred Orb real quick. You'll notice they're going for a good amount of money, so a gold 34 right now for Sacred Orbs is the lowest price. This price could change by the time the video comes out, but it should be up here pretty solidly price-wise. So how do you get these Sacred Orbs? How can you get up a lot of these Sacred Orbs just by running the game, or what sorts of things in the game can you do while making Sacred Orbs? So first and foremost, you got your dungeons. Your daily dungeons. So certain ones give you Sacred Orbs as a reward. So if you just run around Zyway over here, you can see which ones give them to you. Basically, it's about Ebendrake Citadel and up gives you Sacred Orbs. So they nerfed the item rewards from these lower level dungeons to not providing the actual orb itself, but instead providing the untradeable form, the crystal. So if we go ahead and look at Sogan's Lament, for example, you can see right here that it's got the Sacred Crystal instead of the Sacred Orb. But if we went over to Desolate Tomb, you'll notice that it has the Sacred Orb instead of the Sacred Crystal. So basically, you want to run the higher level dungeons that go ahead and drop these Sacred Orbs. So running those along with your dailies, basically just going to net you a few extra gold each time, essentially. Best way to put it, or a couple gold for every run of those that you make. So, with that being said, what are the other ways to go ahead and get Sacred Orbs? So Sacred Orbs drop from Mushin's Tower, floor 15. They drop from floors 18 to 20 as well. You probably get about a 20% chance of getting a drop of a Sacred Orb on any one of those runs. In addition to those, you're also going to be farming Moonstones, Moonstone Crystals, all sorts of other things you need to upgrade your weapons as well. Elysian Crystals have a chance to drop. So those are pretty good ways to farm items that you need while also getting some extra residual gold income by getting the Sacred Orbs and selling them on. Another method to make Sacred Orbs, which is a little less known, I guess to put it, is running Sundered Nexus. So I'm not recommending this as a farm. Go ahead and run Sundered Nexus every single day for the rest of your life. But it does have some interestingly good drops. I mean, there's chances at dropping Hong Moon Secret Techniques. And then of course you have these the chess pieces. So the chess pieces, as you run, if you've ever run Sundered Nexus before, a lot of people probably have never had to run that dungeon right there because there's no need to run it anymore. But basically there's these little mini events that happen inside of it where you have to go down a series of a maze, if you will, to go ahead and get these treasure chest pieces. So these mazes, once you've run it a couple times, are pretty easy. You kind of figure out which way you're supposed to go through to get to them. And if you do it in time, you get Sacred Orbs. Well, you get this Sundered Nexus piece. So basically enough pieces drop so that if you do it with a buddy, if you run two people through that, you can go ahead and get 2 Sundered Nexus chests between the two of you, so each of you gets one, and each one of those is guaranteed a Sacred Orb, as well as you're having the chance of getting the Hong Moon Secret Technique or getting the other items that you can get in there as well, the costume pieces, all sorts of good stuff in there. So basically you'll be getting about a gold a run if you run it with 2 people, which is pretty cool. It's not anything crazy. It's not a breaking the bank, but if you do get the Hong Moon Secret Technique, I think it's Technique 3, Secret Technique, yeah, so right here is the piece right here. So Volume 3, Chapter 1, running for 400 gold. That is the cheapest one on the market. So if you do hit that drop, you will make a ton of money off of that as well. So it's a nice little dungeon to farm if you're looking for that item particularly. You can make a little residual gold while you're farming for it along the way. But basically, guys, selling your Sacred Orbs is the way to make some extra cash right now. It's nothing like you're going to get rich, like I said before, but it is a little bonus gold that you can go ahead and farm up if you're tired of farming for other materials or tired of farming dungeons or run all your daily dungeons for the day. You can go ahead and farm up Sacred Orbs and sell them on. So anyway, guys, I hope you find this video useful. I hope you get those Sacred Orbs sold that you got. I sold 200 of them yesterday that I'd been holding on to. Made a nice little splash of cash. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.